Welcome, welcome to the class 10 social science class. Today we are going to start with our first chapter, that is power sharing in politics science of class 10. Today I'm going to do the first topic, that is Belgium. What happened in the Belgium, how power sharing was done, what was the problem in the Belgium. Before starting with that, let's see what is the meaning of power sharing. For example, two communities are present in a class, and there was one teacher. Two community children are there. One is Hindu, other is Tamil. And Tamil are in minority. For example, only two Tamil children are there. And 23 Hindu children are there. As strength of the class is 25. And the teacher is Hindu. So she will prefer Hindu peoples, not the Tamil speakers who are Muslim. So they feel alienated, they are monsters. Like they will think we are not a part of this class. So they will fight for their rights, and it will create a conflict between these two groups. From this 80 percentage who are Hindu peoples in this class, between them it will create a problems. So the teacher will take policies in such a way that both the communities can live together peacefully. It was did in the Belgium case. Whereas other teacher, she might think that Hindu students should be given a preference, and their language should be spoken, and their costume should be preferred. This is called as majoritism. Whereas the policy which I told you, like peacefully everyone should live, such policies can be taken. Such is called as accommodation. Let's come to our first topic today, that is Belgium. Belgium is a small country which was situated in the European continent, and it shared its boundary with France, Netherlands, Germany, and Luxembourg. And its cultural diversity is so complex. About 59% lives in the Flemish region and speaks Dutch, while 40% lives in Wallonia and speaks French. Remaining 1% lives in Belgium, speaks German. This was the case in the country. Let's see what was the case in the capital. In the capital, 80% people speak French, while 20% speak Dutch. Now you can just see there is a conflict there. Like Dutch is in minority in the capital, whereas majority in the country. So it poses a problem for them. And even the minority French community was very rich and powerful and had much wealth and education, and it had got, but Dutch speaking struggled for getting for education and economic development during the 1950 and 1960s. This created a tension between them. That is because Dutch community was in majority in country while minority in capital. Let's see how the government solved this problem. What type of government and how it is solved. Okay, accommodation in Belgium. During 1970 and 1993, between these years, the government had amended their constitution 4 times. In order to accommodate the social diversity, everyone should be respected equally. Every class should be like equally represented, and no one should feel alienated. So in their constitution, they have given some elements which we can call the form of governments they have adopted. First is central government. In the central government, there will be Dutch and French ministers will be equal in number. You can see the NCRT line, equal in numbers. Next, some special laws will be formed from the support of majority of the members from each linguistic group, so that there is no single community takes decision unilaterally. That both the communities can be given preferences to take decisions. Either it's a minority French community in country or Dutch. Second, which was state government, in which a central government was required to share some powers with the state government, and state governments are not answerable or subordinate to the central government. It is independent and autonomous. In Brussels, as we know that the capital of Belgium is Brussels. In that, there was a separate government was formed, in which both the communities will have an equal representation. French has accepted equal representation, in capital, while Dutch have accepted equal representation in center, as here in the line it's mentioned. They shall be equal in the central government, Dutch and here also you can just see the French speaking minister accepted equal representation in Brussels. Let's see, there is a third type of government which was formed, which we call community government, which is elected by the people belonging to one language community. Either it is French, Dutch, German, no matter wherever they live, and they can take the decision regarding cultural, education, and language related. Highly important, the community government is 2023-24, both the years. Question had came from them. And Brussels was chosen as a European headquarter. Here you can just see in NCERT line it is mentioned Brussels was chosen as a European headquarter. Reading NCERT is very important in social science to get full out of 100 out of 100. So that's why I brought highlighted important things in your NCERT what you have to read. Let's now practice some questions, how well you have understood the topic. Let's check. Okay. Read the following statements about the power sharing in Belgium and choose the correct answer. This was asked in your CBSE 2024 paper, recently which took on March 7. Brussels has a separate government with equal representation. It's true because French have accepted equal representation in Brussels while Dutch have accepted equal representation in center. So they both have mutual understanding of what was going on. French and Dutch ministers will be equal in central government. Right. Community government is elected by the people belonging to one language. It's also right statement. Series of majoritarianism, wrong, as I've explained at the starting meaning of power sharing at that time. So 1 2 3. Which of those following was the primary objective of the Belgium to form separate government in Brussels? CBSE 2024 question. This is ensuring linguistic diversity, linguistic accommodation, as they all speak different languages in order to just ensure that they all live together happily, peacefully. So it was done. What type of government was a community government? It was based on the social groups. With which country Belgium share its boundary? That is Luxembourg. Other three countries we have done France, Germany, Netherlands. Community government, correctly described statement you have to search. Elected by the one language people, Dutch, French, German, no matter where the right statement. Has a power regarding cultural, educational, and language related, right statement. These two are wrong. So D is the right. 1 and 2 are right. Okay, so you can just see community government here also, here also, here also. Here, Belgium, how important Belgium topic is. You can just see from the government part only questions, different questions have been formed. European headquarter, that is Brussels. This is the competency question, seventh question, seventh, fifth. These are competency questions. This is policy of accommodation. Who elect the? This is who elect the community government in Belgium. It is written communist. Sorry, typing error. People belonging to one language only. Belgium amended their constitution 4 times. Amendments were enable everyone to live together in the same country. Both the statements are right and making sense. So it is A. Which two languages were prominent spoken in the Belgium nation? That is Dutch and French. Name the community who got the benefit of economic development and education much later in Belgium. That is Dutch speaking. Correct about ethnic composition of Belgium. A is the correct. 59% live in the Flemish region and speak Dutch language, while 40% live in the Wallonia and speak French language. 1% live were Belgians and they spoke German language. No Russians were there. Which of those following is not an element of a Belgium model of power sharing? D. Rest two are first and second are elements of central government and third is state government. Last question. Ethnic composition in Flemish region of Belgium. It is 59%. And which language they spoke? Comment it. Comment in answer which line they in Belgium region people speak what language. Explain any 3 steps taken by the Belgium government to accommodate regional diversity. Explain any 3 elements of the Belgium model of power sharing. Highly important question. Every year, at least in one set, this question comes. What you have to write? The central 4 times the constitution was amended in order that everyone should live peacefully and harmoniously. Central government was formed in which Dutch and French ministers shall be equal in number. Second, state government was formed in which central government was required to share some powers with them, and the state governments are not subordinate to central government. And Brussels, there was a separate government was formed in which equal representation was there, in which French have accepted equal representation while Dutch have accepted equal representation in center. Apart from this, then there was a third type of government which existed, which we call community government. It is a type of government which was formed by the people belonging to one language community, whether Dutch, French, German speaking, no matter wherever they live, and they can take the decision regarding cultural, educational, and language related. Highly important. I'm just showing the NCRT answer for 15th question. Here you can go. This is the NCRT answer solution for that question particular. You have to write this full. Very, very important questions. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Please share and subscribe. We will be soon coming with the part 2 of this video that I will be dealing with the Sri Lanka